Let's dive right into this. Look at the smartphone sitting in your pocket right now. Or maybe you're even holding it to watch this. That little device is literally the single, solitary key to unlocking the biggest sporting event in human history. We're talking about the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Forget about paper tickets. Forget about those printed home PDFs you might be used to. The whole shebang is entirely digital now. But here's the catch. One wrong move, one missed app update, or even just a tiny technical oversight, and you could find yourself stuck outside the stadium, completely locked out of a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
So you really have to ask yourself, will your smartphone get you in, or is it going to lock you out? The stakes for this mobile-only reality are seriously high. Without doing the right prep work, we are absolutely going to see millions of fans fall victim to devastating secondary market scams, agonizing system timeouts right at checkout, or just catastrophic gate failures on match day, all because they didn't quite grasp how the tech works. Well, my goal with this explainer today is to make absolutely sure you are not one of those people. So here is your matchday playbook. We're going to quickly cover the mobile ticket reality, your pre-match digital prep, navigating those tricky sales phases, managing your mobile tickets, defending against scams, and wrap up with backup plans and disclaimers. Let's get right into it. Starting off with Section 1, the mobile ticket reality, navigating the sheer scale of the 2026 tournament.
To really understand why FIFA has set up such strict and honestly kinda complicated digital guardrails for this tournament, we have to grasp the unprecedented scale of what we're dealing with here. 500 million. Over 500 million people entered the early random selection ticket draws. Just let that sink in for a second. That is 500 million people vying for a limited number of seats across Canada, Mexico, and the US. This right here is exactly why the ticketing system is heavily fortified and intensely competitive. It's literally built to withstand historic, record-breaking demand and stop scalpers right in their tracks.
Now, a super common mistake folks make right out of the gate is downloading the wrong app. Yep, there are actually two totally separate FIFA applications. The standard FIFA Tournament app is a heavy 157 megabyte application built for live scores, fantasy games, and city guides. It will not hold your tickets. What you need is the FWC 2026 Mobile Tickets app. This is a lightweight, mandatory 67 megabyte app dedicated solely to secure ticket storage and getting you through the gate. Whatever you do, do not mistakenly show up to the turnstiles with a companion app or you won't be getting in.
Moving to Section 2, pre-match digital preparation, getting your hardware and accounts match ready.
Okay, I'm going to be your digital coach here, because getting ready has to start days, if not weeks, before you actually try to buy or manage a ticket. Your phone has to meet some pretty strict technical requirements just to participate. Step 1, update your operating system. The ticketing app requires iOS 13 or later or Android 8 or later. Step 2, you've got to be 16 years or older to register an account. If you're the designated parent managing the whole family's tickets, just know those kids' tickets have to stay on your device. And Step 3, this is a big one. Turn off all active VPNs. VPN software can literally block your access to the entire ticketing system, which is the absolute last thing you want when that checkout clock is ticking down. Once your hardware is good to go, you'll open the app to log in. Now pay really close attention here. Even if you already hold a web-based FIFA ID from browsing around the internet, the app operates as a highly secure, totally separate ecosystem. You actually have to launch the app on your phone and register anew specifically for the Mobile Tickets app.
And when you're entering your personal details, there is a golden rule you simply cannot break. The email address you register here must perfectly, 100% match the exact email address you used to purchase the tickets on the FIFA website. If those emails don't match up, your tickets won't sync to your phone and you'll be left empty-handed at the gates.
Finally, you're going to be prompted to accept the ticket terms of use. Look, I know we all usually just scroll right past these without a second thought, but agreeing to these specific terms is a mandatory technical requirement here. If you don't check this box, your encrypted tickets will literally never appear in your upcoming matches tab. So check the box, secure that foundation, and boom, you are digitally ready.
All right, Section 3, navigating the sales phases, securing your seat in the final ticketing window.
With your digital foundation rock solid, we need to talk about how you actually secure your seat. The days of those leisurely lotteries and random selection draws, yeah, those are over. The Visa pre-sales and early draws are closed. We are now in what FIFA officially calls the last-minute sales phase. This phase runs all the way until the end of the tournament, and honestly, it is a chaotic, global, first-come, first-served battlefield.
Also keep in mind that the official resale market reopened on April 2nd, which is a big deal, and we'll touch on that in just a bit. Because ticket inventory is constantly shifting and vanishing in the blink of an eye, you need to use some aggressive buying tactics. First up, log into FIFA.com/tickets before you even start browsing so you don't waste precious seconds at checkout. Second, save your credit card details in advance, and remember, Visa is the preferred payment partner here. Third, know exactly what match you're targeting. Fourth, if you're looking at the interactive map and seats are just disappearing as you click them, use the Book the Best Seat feature. This is awesome because it lets the system automatically grab the best available seat within your budget category. And finally, whatever you do, do not let your browser session time out, or you're going to be staring at a loading screen in pure heartbreak. Remember, without confirmed payment, your seats are not held.
When you're selecting those seats, you're going to see different categories. Categories 1 through 3 are open to all global fans, with Category 1 being those premium lower-tier seats. But pay really close attention to Category 4. These are the most affordable tickets, usually up in the upper tiers, but they carry a super strict eligibility rule. They are reserved exclusively for residents of the 3 host nations, so the US, Canada, and Mexico. Oh, and you should definitely mentally prepare yourself for this. FIFA tacks on a mandatory 15% service fee at checkout on top of whatever price you see listed.
Section 4. Managing your mobile tickets. What happens between purchase and pickoff?
All right, you beat the queue, your payment cleared, and you bought the tickets. Take a deep breath. Now let's tackle the massive anxiety of what actually happens next. Seriously, the most common panic attack fans have is opening their app weeks before the match and seeing absolutely no barcode. Let me calmly reassure you right now, this is not a glitch. Your ticket relies on a dynamic, encrypted QR code. It's a deliberate, highly sophisticated anti-counterfeiting security measure. The actual barcode is completely invisible and will automatically activate and pop up in your mobile app exactly 1 hour before the stadium gates open.
The great news is, once that ticket is downloaded to your phone, it doesn't even require Wi-Fi or cellular service to scan at the gate, which is a total lifesaver, because let's face it, stadium networks get notoriously jammed. But you must remember the golden rules of gate entry here. Screenshots or printed PDFs will be instantly rejected by the scanners. Just don't even try it. If you bought tickets for your friends, use the app to send them to their specific email addresses well before match day. They'll have 72 hours to accept the transfer. Alternatively, if you decide to just keep all the tickets on your single phone, your entire group literally has to arrive and physically walk through the turnstiles together at the same exact time.
Moving on to Section 5. Defending against ticket scams. Protecting your investment in the secondary market.
Now we really have to pivot to something incredibly serious. The secondary ticket market is dangerous right now. The FBI has literally been issuing public service announcements about active domain spoofing and widespread ticket fraud surrounding this specific World Cup. So if you missed out on the initial sales, listen closely. The FIFA Resale and Exchange Marketplace is the only fully secure, official platform for secondhand tickets. Why? Because when you buy a resale ticket through them, FIFA completely cancels the original ticket and reissues a brand new, encrypted digital code directly to your account. It mathematically eliminates the risk of you buying a fake ticket. If you decide to wander off the official platform, you need to know the glaring red flags. Avoid anyone on social media promising ticket transfers. Just don't do it. Never, ever pay a random individual using direct wire transfers, payment apps, or crypto. Always check your browser's URL manually to ensure it says exactly FIFA.com/tickets so you don't fall for a spoofed site. And please understand, while third-party resale sites do exist out there, they carry a very real, very terrifying risk that you could be denied entry at the gate if the original buyer violated FIFA's terms. Simply put, if a seller offers you a screenshot or a PDF, it is 100% guaranteed to be a fraud.
And our final section, Section 6, Backup Plans and Disclaimers. Final steps and essential legal context.
Look, if things somehow go wrong at the stadium, say your phone dies or your app just flat out won't sync, don't panic. You can head immediately to the physical stadium ticket office or a designated ticket resolution point for a manual profile verification. But before you do any purchasing at all, I do need to deliver this disclaimer to you clearly. Ticket availability, prices, application procedures, purchasing phases, payment methods, digital ticket systems, transfer policies, and entry rules are all dynamic and are subject to change exclusively by FIFA. Everything we've covered in this explainer is based on the absolute latest official sources, but you should always verify current details through official FIFA communications and authorized platforms before you make any purchasing decisions.
And that, my friends, brings us to the end of our playbook. You know the exact hardware requirements, you know the strict email syncing rules, you know how to aggressively navigate those wild last-minute sales phases, and you know how to spot a scammer from a mile away. So I'll leave you with this final, very important question. Are you ready to secure your piece of football history? Your smartphone really is your ticket, your strategy is locked in, and the rest is entirely up to you. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and best of luck to you out there in the ticketing queue.